Hi everyone, Zuko here. Shay here. Some of you will get that joke and some of you will not. Anyway, we're going to start something new here on Autism-Philes. I'm calling it Nerdy Bits. Uh, Basically, what's going to happen is that sometimes I will film something that involves me going on about one of my nerdy interests, and I will end up cutting it for time or cutting it because I feel like people are going to lose interest and then just stop watching the video. So to avoid that, I just, cut the scene. So instead of just cutting it and losing it forever, I'll just stick these little scenes into an episode of Nerdy Bits. And then those of you who are actually interested in listening to my nerdy ramblings can watch one of these and do so. And then those of you who are not interested can skip these. But these will be little shorts, obviously not as short as the YouTube shorts. Those are 60 seconds and less. But these will be shorter than my usual videos, and they'll just include that one cut scene of me going on and on about something nerdy. So, for this first episode of Nerdy Bits, we are going to watch me going on about the US interstate highway system, which is something I was really fascinated by around age 12. So, here it is. Check this out. Me talking about the interstate highway system. Which, by the way, did you know that there is a method to the madness that is called the US interstate highway system? Um, yeah, there's actually a pattern to the numbering. So, like, for example, the um, north and south highways are all odd numbers. And they start out here in the west. So here's California. You see, I don't know if you can tell, it keeps going in and out of focus. Um, Interstate 5 is an odd number, and they start out on the west with low numbers, and then way over here on the east coast, you have Interstate 95, again an odd number and also a very high number. And then the ones that go from east to west, west to east, those are all even numbers. So you have Interstate 80 here in Pennsylvania, it goes east to west. And then uh, over here, um, where I live in Arizona, you can see Interstate 10 that goes, again, east to west. So yeah, you can tell I was like really obsessed with this. The classic example of, autism or Asperger's syndrome is that the kid that gets obsessed with trains and train routes and the train timetables. For me, it was highway systems, specifically the interstate highway system. For those of you who are watching this from countries outside the US, you probably have a different system in place, although it's probably somewhat similar. For example, in the UK, they have the motorway system. So they call theirs motorways, and they're like the M1, the M2. Germany, of course, has the Autobahn. So if you're in a country outside the US, please comment on what your highway system is like. I would love to learn.